Pretty nice weekend in store for us. Partly sunny tomorrow and Sunday. Less humid with highs near 80. Right now, 76 degrees. Chance of afternoon showers. And are we ready for this?
We're ready.
Okay, let's do it.
It's unbelievable.
And now, Z100 presents news from the Boonies. News passed over by more credible sources. News you won't find in the New York Times, the New York Daily News, the National Enquirer, Grit, the Star, and probably not in the Post. But you can never be too sure.
Indeed.
And now, here's your Boonie News pronouncer.
Thank you, Ross. Well, our Butthead of the Week award goes to some jerkball out ready to rob a bank the other day. So, like any self-respecting bank robber, he puts a bag over his head, right? Yeah. Then he gets out of the car. Heads across the road to the bank. Somebody spots him, of course, on the way and calls the cops before he even got inside the place. Then a drive-up customer warns the teller that some jerkwater was headed over with a bag over his head. Amazingly enough, the guy got in and robbed the bank. Crosses the road in lunch hour traffic.
With the bag on his head?
Still has his head bagged. Almost gets hit a couple of times. And he was nabbed after a witness reported to police seeing a sweaty man in the woods with a bag full of money.
Dateline,
Too
Oklahoma.
good to be true.
Dateline, Oklahoma City. Defending himself in court against armed robbery charges, Dennis Newton leaped to his feet when a witness identified him as the man who'd robbed his convenience store. Newton screamed that the woman was a liar and that he should have blown her head off. After a moment's pause, he added, "If I'd been the one who robbed the place." It took the jury 11 minutes to render a guilty verdict.
That long.
In Rochester, New York, the law firm of Dingle, Suck, Wendland, and Walters Limited has announced that Kevin P. Howe and John H.L. Dewey have joined the firm as partners, and that David N. Cox and Gary L. Fuchs have been named associates. The new firm will be known as...
Here it comes.
This is a true story. I can't believe it. Dewey, Suck, Dingle, and Howe.
Well, Ross, top that one. Well, I'm glad you asked me to, because this story is almost too painful to report. This is Dateline Milwaukee. The Milwaukee area man lost part of his penis in a lawnmower. In a lawnmower accident. That was last Saturday, friends.
How did...
Amazingly enough, he's in... Oh, it hurts just to hear that sound.
Wait. How did this happen?
Well, you haven't heard the best part. He's in satisfactory condition after the organ was attached to his arm until it can be reattached to, you know.
Wait a minute.
Apparently he was working on the lawnmower and...
had it up on blocks or something like that?
Yeah, so you can imagine what he was thinking about. And apparently the blade took one whirl and... Well, you know.
The rest is...
You're probably, yeah, they packed the
in ice.
In ice.
Of course.
Amazingly enough, on the way to the hospital, which I guess kept everyone under control.
They do that a lot when your finger falls off.
Sure.
Things like that.
Now you're probably asking what's it doing on his arm?
Yeah.
Sie will haben enorme Schwanzstücke.
Yes.
That was my next question.
It allows it to receive blood, so the tissue will not die and wait for the thing to come back. So, of course, it must make for some pretty interesting comments at the tennis club.
Hi, I'm Peter.
I know you are. And I'm Dick.
And that's news from the Boonies.